Got vision and destiny. Add elemental, that's chemistry. All those heroes, that's infinity. It's endgame. That's Yugi peoples. Welcome to the commentary. Alright, so this one right here will be my D Force Hero deck, my first round, and I ended up playing against Purrely's, and I do believe I won the dice roll and proceed to go first. And my opening hand was really not all that bad. Opened up with Rhoda, Imperm. I had Valiant also, but I also had the Crossout. And the thing that sucks is that I go for Stratos here into the Ferris play, and then I Ferris go ahead and discard my Vion, use my increase effect, and it gets impermed. And yeah, like I said, I'm playing Crossout because of stuff like that, but there's only one imperm inside of the deck, and yeah, I drew it in hand, so I cannot I cannot proceed to imperm there. But we're gonna go ahead and link summon into our Infernal Devicer, I do believe. And I was just trying to decide. We'll go ahead and reveal our Shining Neos Wingman and proceed to get Phantasmade, which I've gotten Phantasmade a lot lately. So he's working his way back into the meta. And yeah, I think like last night when I played, I got Phantasmade into DD Crow Nib, which was crazy because he had already DD Crowed me once. But yeah, so just trying to figure out what in the world I can do with the rest of this. But we did add the Vanilla Neos, and we'll be able to use those two in order to make our Sunrise there. We'll grab our Miracle Fusion, just trying to be able to make some kind of play here, and we'll Miracle Fusion using our two different elemental hero card types to bring out our Infernal Rage. I'm going to use his effect to go ahead and grab our favorite contact, just trying to be able to make some kind of interruption here with what we've been given, and go ahead and use those to link off into Wonder Driver, because there was no point in really just like leaving them on the board. And hopefully I can utilize my Wonder Driver to set, my Miracle Fusion again and be able to do something like wake up your elemental hero next turn, or just kind of depending on how the turn ends up going. So yeah, as you can see, we end up playing against Purrely. Starts doing Purrely things here. And I know that one Phantasme monster has the effect that when you target it, or when you go to a target card, he can discard a card to negate it and stuff. So like right here, I'm thinking with the number of cards that he has on board, it's probably a good time for me to go ahead and favorite contact. And yeah, so we go ahead and go with our favorite contact here, shuffling back the Vanilla Neos and of course the Infernal Rage to bring out our Shining Neos Wingman. And we're going to do Wonder Driver into Shining Neos Wingman. And my opponent, of course, wants to read it because, you don't really see heroes too much that often inside my area anymore. Like there were like quite a few of us, and now there's just that one. He activates the Purrely, I want to say the Happy Mary or whichever, but it's the one that makes it to where it can't be destroyed by card destruction like once, or by like card effect that he uses on the field spell, which I do believe is still fine. Like my main goal was to try to get the Phantasme thing off the board, because then when he brings out the other Purrely monster, I cannot imperm it, so I need to get both of those off the board. Not really worried about the other little black Purrely monster for some reason. And yeah, so we did get rid of the Phantasme. He goes ahead and summons the little Purrely like I thought, and we go ahead and imperm it. He uses the little black Purrely monster to start bringing out, and yeah, this is the one where he just starts attacking into things. So there's the attack into my Wonder Driver. And of course, taking that damage will trigger my increase in grave. So we go ahead and put him into the spell and trap card zone. And just looking at the attack of our Shining Neos Wingman, he gains 300 for each monster in the graveyard. And yeah, so now he goes ahead and attacks into it for some reason. And I wasn't sure why he had did that. Oh, it was so he could special summon the other Purrely monster, get the reveal. I do believe he ended up getting memory. Then he links that one off into relinquish anima. We're gonna go ahead and chain increase there to send to special summon our Vion. But yeah, too bad we can't use that effect of increase during the battle phase. But remember, use it during the main phase. So to keep him from stealing it, we're gonna go ahead and, like I said, chain the increase, send the special summon the Vion, send the Shadow Mist, use Shadow Mist effect to grab our Liquid Soldier, and then he activates the continuous spell again because he had activated it when before I destroyed it with Shining Neo's Wingman, but he didn't activate the effect of it before I destroyed it. So yeah, as you can see, like one of the issues that he ends up having here is that the Purrely monster that he has on the board had been impermed earlier, so he can't do anything with it. And yeah, we talked about this. He had linked off the wrong monster, which is gonna pretty much like end up costing him the game here. Yeah. And yeah, even with the activations of these, goes ahead and brings out another one, and he'll be able to use the effect of this one. He hits another one of the continuous field spells, unfortunately, but he's able to make this Sylvan monster. He'll be able to mill more cards, and then he goes into Downard Zeus, and yeah, Zeus effect. Go ahead and get rid of everything. Not good for me at all, but it is what it is. I still ended up breaking my board, which like with the way I got imperm there and the way my hand was that I drew, I just tried to make the best of what I could, and just like the two interruptions were not enough to keep him from being able to break my board. As Purrely is just like one of the most resilient decks, or one of the better going second decks in the format and stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and special summon our normal summon out our Liquid Soldier here. We're going to go ahead and use his effect. And I'm trying to decide whether I should do Shadow Mist or Vion. But I believe that doing like Shadow Mist doesn't really do enough. So we're going to go ahead and special summon out the Vion, use his effect to send the Mally. That way we have that inside the grave, because I'm not too sure what his face down card is. We're going to link those two off into Cross Crusader, use Cross Crusader's effect, Tribute, to go ahead and add there. And I do believe we just add Denier. Oh no, we went ahead and added Plasma. And as y'all can see, like one of the things about this deck list is that I only had one polymerization off inside of there, which I feel like probably will end up being a deck mistake. I shouldn't have played one poly, especially if I was only playing one Wonder Driver, because it did really end up hurting there a lot. So we're gonna go ahead and special summon out the Mally there, and then I use Fusion Destiny, sending Vanilla Neos and the Denier to go ahead and bring out our DPE here. And we're going to activate Denier's effect, special summon him, put our Mally back on top, tribute those three for Plasma, use Plasma effect to give the Zeus the big suck, proceed to battle phase here, and we're going to just like attack, and yeah, DPE in phase, pop the trap card. We're going to set Crossout just for no reason, bring back our DPE. And fortunately, like Plasma's just floodgate effect is just like really, really good. And yeah, so due to a play mistake made by our opponent, we do end up being able to win that game. Very unfortunate that I drew the imperm inside of my deck with the Crossout, which is why like a lot of times when y'all see me do my side decking pattern and everything and stuff, I'll leave in like 2 of the hand traps. But the way I decided to build my deck, I only had room for 1 imperm in there, in which playing with Crossout, like it feels really, really good to me, though I prefer, like, I really love playing Crossout, but at the same time, I hate having to play the hand traps and such. Like, it just does not feel good. Like, so many games, I draw Droll or draw Ash as my 6th card, and I just be terribly upset because that's not what I wanted to draw. But, I guess it just is what it is sometimes. So, yeah. Going into our round 2 match, you know, just kind of side deck the cards to be more appropriate for playing against Purrely. And yeah, go ahead and draw. And you know, I left Crossout off inside of there just because, like, I know a lot of decks still be on Droll, and Droll does hurt heroes a lot. So I'd rather just cross it out and not worry about it. When he goes into the black Purrely, he gets drolled, and yeah, I feel like pretty good about going into this game because I do have Fusion Destiny. I also have Crossout Designator, I have Ash for his next turn and such, and yeah, my hands is pretty good. I feel safe enough to just activate Fusion Destiny off the rip here, because even if he does have the whatchamacallit, even if he does have the Ash, I have the Crossout for it, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to do DPE or Destiny Hero Dangerous. I did put Dangerous back in my extra deck. I really like that card just because, like, you know, sometimes, like, when you draw that increase, it makes a difference. But we're gonna go ahead and banish Mally to special summon Mally here. He's gonna flip up the summon limit, which is like really, really unfortunate for him, because like I really feel like when I have DPE out there on the board, you definitely need to build special summon more than twice, or summon more than twice per turn against me. I know it's like a card that he was going to use to it's a card that he would use to how do you say, card that he was going to use after he had set up his board to keep me from really being able to set up a board. But I feel like it's fine here. He goes ahead and activates the continuous spell while I have DPE out on the board. So I'm playing on that card, probably not resolve it. I'm just going to DPE pop it. And then if he goes to try to special summon something with the Purrely monster, I also have the Ash for it. So yeah. And then also on top of that, with DPE, I can pretty much get rid of the summon limit anytime I want to. He activates the continuous spell effect, and I'm trying to decide which is better for me to go Ash or DPE. I'm going to go ahead and activate DPE, and yeah, he's going to go ahead and activate one of the quick play spells. Allows him to discard the Phantasme, special summon out the dark one. Go ahead and pop that one with DPE instead, and he'll activate the continuous spell. Go ahead and let that go. He'll activate it to go ahead and try to discard and special summon another Purrely monster from his deck. And this is the one that I will hit with Ash. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. DPE come back during the standby phase. And we drew Miracle Fusion. As you can see, we had that second Fusion Destiny in hand also. Kind of makes me want to put, you know, more Destiny Hero options inside of my deck, inside of my extra deck. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and go Fusion Destiny here. We'll send the Plasma, send the Shadow Mist to go ahead and special summon out our Destiny Hero Dangerous. And yeah, my opponent goes ahead and scoops it up, sees that it's over here. So my first game with the deck, we didn't see D-Force at all, unfortunately. And yeah, getting that Imperm really limited my options that game one. But we ended up being able to do something at least. And yep, it just is what it is. Sometimes when you get hand trapped, you don't have the hand for it. Appreciate everybody for staying a while to listen, and I will catch y'all on the next video. For me, my wingman, he come through, he level up, he go cool, he's shining out and popping to over 9K. That's a breakthrough. We on top now. Here's a look at our world.